Mr. Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
No i cóż, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w drugim odcinku z gry Call of Juarez Gunslinger. No i dobrze. No i cóż, przeczytywanie Kula dla Starego. Kolejny epizod. Ja tutaj zrobię cięcie i widzimy się już jak się wczyta. No i się wczytało. Nie trwa nawet tak długo. No i dobra. Jak wygląda? Amunicji niedobrze. Pomoc jeśli nie, jak nie mam granat. Nie pamiętam. Walka. Granat to jest G. Dobra, a tak wreszcie sobie.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. Over there! There! I did my best.
Okej, na wylot. Sorry, kolego.
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
No.
It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Troszeczkę ich dużo mamy.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
Robimy w combo. Nowy poziom.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys? Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy.
I zaś jeszcze raz. Już tam level wbiłem.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo.
I jeszcze jeden. Kurde no, wstałeś już. Ty też. I ty. Gdzie wy się chowacie? Nazwijmy wpierw to.
I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Kończy nam się amunicja, więc nie zaciekawie.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
I nie mam amunicji.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Nie co, uciekałem przez jaskinię. Takie zadanie mamy.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die.
Punkt kontrolny mamy, więc mogę umrzeć.
Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
No dobrze.
And that's That's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
To są amunicje.
He told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Dobra.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence.
Gościu, nie warto ze mną zadzierać.
Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter.
Wow, kilku ich tu było.
Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them. That's right, Jack. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Okej, jeszcze zdążyłem tych dwóch zabić. I mamy starego Clantona, stuknięty, zrzędliwy jak baba, złośliwy jak diabli. Stary Clanton z kartaczownicą Gatlinga.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest.
Okej, trzeba tak uciekać, bo nas będzie strzelać.
Enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo.
Stędy.
I needed to get
Ała.
the old man off that gun.
No, dostałem, kurde. Dobra, dobrze idzie, dobrze, jesteśmy. Na miejscu.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Okej, masz granata. Dobra, granat. Drugi granat. Jeszcze jeden granat pójdzie w Clantona. Już? Dwa dynamity wystarczyły.
Boys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
No ale patrz, cenność 5%. Piękne statystyki. To co, idziemy dalej. Szejna w tartaku. Nie, okej. Idziemy do tartaku, nie? Już się wczytało.
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss.
Okay.
Curly Bill Brocious. Earth's coming! Get ready, boys.
O, kolejny dwóch.
Took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
No, chodź tu, kolego. Headshot.
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down.
10.
So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
12. Patrz, jak kombo walimy. No, było blisko.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's That's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
Okej.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
O Jezu, co mi się stanęło?
Wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that?
Okej.
After old man Clinton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Dobra, jesteśmy już... O! Kolejni. Musimy, że tu się schować.
So it wasn't easy as those boys had good cover.
Dobra, musimy przeładować. O, level up. Kurde. No.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind.
I mamy level upa. Bierzemy to.
That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny
Okay, dobra.
Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
I dobra. Co mamy tutaj? O, jest Johnny Ringo. Ma zwyczaj strzelać, kielicha. Nim zacznie strzelać. Nie, Curly Bill, przepraszam. Curly Bill nie jest jakiś...
Saying they ran. Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Dobra. Już prawie zginął. Okej.
Gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo
Łatwiutko.
was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Punkt kontrolny. Następny w kolejce. Do władzy. I do piachu. Johnny Ringo, dobra. I przez to, że w tej grze większość postaci jest autentycznych. Że są historyczne.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Niehonorowo, ale... Co tam?
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
Sukces.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
No i co? Idziemy dalej. Kolejna misja.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Okej, Henry Plummer. Następny naszym jakby fragmentem opowieści. No dobra. Co to będzie przed nami? Mam amunicję. Dojść do kopalni. Ładne widoki. Tak on się postarał. Wiem, że jest Dying Light 2, a teraz wychodzi. Ale niestety nie mam go zakupionego. Będziemy grać co innego od Techlandu. No. Dobra, ja nie pamiętam, czy trzeba było iść, to jest prawda. Chyba źle poszedłem. Da, źle poszedłem, to trzeba było iść.
It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in 48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Strzelają, kurde, na mnie.
Killers, robbing travelers, and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Okej, załatwione.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons.
Dobra.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men.
Wysadzamy im tutaj.
A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Ruchomy cel.
Dangerous, desperate individual. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine. But once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okej.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Zapomniałem, że to było, kurde, zaprzykował.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Okej, kolejny.
quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense.
O Jezu, co mnie zabiło?
To be easily bushwhacked.
Nic mnie zabiło. A, wózek.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
Wagonik, przepraszam.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
No i dupa.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Okej.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side.
Użyłem drabiny,
It
nie?
was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, I needed to make a leap of faith. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite a despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long
10,000 tylko.
way to find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice.
Jakim drabiną?
Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
No i co? Zdziwko.
Plummer was a mad dog killer.
O Jezu. Strzelać w gra... Dla mnie taki blisko nie było dobrym pomysłem jednak.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Okej. Szeryf, bandzior, kawał łotra, Henry Plummer. Bijemy go.
Was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
Zabity. Skąd? Dobra. Henry, chodź tutaj. No i na wylot.
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
No i dobrze, ja wam w tym miejscu przekazał uwagę i widzimy się potem w następnym odcinku z Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Na razie.